Soul stones are the primary means of increasing character strength in Fear and Hunger. There's a bunch you can find throughout the game, so I've compiled a list of all of them here. Pretty sure I got all of them, but let me know if I forgot any. First off, both Enki and Ragnvaldr can start with a soul stone at the cost of locking themselves out of dash. For Enki, just pick stock up on magical items. For Ragnvaldr, if you take souvenirs from Vinland, you get a coin flip. You always get the soul stone, but if you fail, you gain panophobia as well. Panophobia basically just means you take 50% more damage from physical attacks. The second earliest soul stone is the one that shows up in all of my overpowered early videos. The two dark priests in the first floor torture chambers. It's a guaranteed drop and it's easy and early. See my video for how to kill them safely. Third earliest is a 50-50. If you have steel, you can head into the flipside basement and steal one from the Black Witch. If you get unlucky, you get a purifying talisman instead. The fourth is another 50-50, or 25-75 for the lucky coin. The chest in the third floor prisons. If you call it correctly, it's always a soulstone. If you don't, it's a random minor item. At this point, there's two main routes down through the dungeon. You can go through the mines or go through the thicket, and I'll cover the mines route first. In the fourth floor caverns near Cave Mother's Nest is a soulstone lying on the ground. You might be able to get it for free if there's a bridge to the right, otherwise you'll have to fight Cave Mother over it. See my video on how to do it safely. Yellow mages have a chance to drop soulstones. They have 7 potential drops, and 2 of those are soulstone drops, so each mage has a 2 in 7 chance of carrying a soulstone. Next, in the longhouse in the cavedweller village and up a ladder is another free soulstone. For the thicket, there's one behind the wall on the 4th floor in the north end of the room. Just check the wall and it's on the ground. In the deeper thicket, there's another one just lying on the ground. However, there's actually a third soulstone in the thicket that most people don't know about. If you go to the south end of the Cockroach King area, there's a breakable floor tile in a room past it. I'm not entirely sure what causes it, but sometimes after winning the coin flip, you stand still on that tile instead of moving up. If you stay still, you can walk down there easily, but I can't figure out how to make that consistent, so here's another method. It requires at least 1 torch. What you do is you stand directly above the breakable floor tile, press down, and then immediately afterwards press T. Instead of falling through, you'll light a torch. You can now continue downwards to pick up a free soulstone. The last 5 soulstones are all past the Cube of Depth door in Mahabre. After opening the doorway in the Grand Library, there's a soulstone on the ladders leading down. You don't need to fight Valtiel to get it. However, if you do fight Valtiel and use steel, you can get 2 soulstones from him. There's 2 more lying in and outside the ancient Temple of Torment. They're not really guarded by much, so it's safe to just walk over them and grab them. And that's every soulstone you can find or steal, but there's 2 more sources of soulstones. 2 sources of functionally infinite soulstones. The wizard in Mahabre will sell them for 20 silver coins apiece. If you killed Isaiah, you can use his second map to get 70 silver coins for an easy 3 more. Since you can find coins just lying around, or from the clutches of night lurches, or through pinecone pig grinding, you should be able to comfortably get 4 or 5 from the wizard in a single playthrough. However, there's one last way to get soulstones that I haven't shown off. In fact, I don't even have footage of it. So you'll have to use your imagination for it. Whenever you search a crate, it pulls up a random minor item. It's not completely random. If you need a torch or cloth fragment, it's more likely to drop them. But the rest of the time, it rolls a number from 1 to 48. If that number is 43 or 44, it pulls up a random rare item. On the rare item table, it rolls a number from 1 to 31. If that number is 14, it then rolls another number from 1 to 5. If it's 1, you get a soulstone. Otherwise, it re-rolls a different item. So, to reiterate, when you search a crate, you have a 1 in 24 chance of getting a rare item, a 1 in 31 chance of that being a soulstone, and then a 1 in 5 chance of it not re-rolling the soulstone, for roughly 1 in 4,000 odds of getting a soul stone from any random crate. If you wanted to, you could save before searching a crate, reload every single time it wasn't a soul stone, and do this for every single crate in the game to get as many soul stones as you want for free. But let's be real, nobody's gonna do that.